Good morning, everyone. Welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by to craft and scrap with Terry. I've been gone a couple days, but now I'm back and ready to go. And today we're going to start decorating a couple pages in our journal. I'm going to call this a mishmash journal because there's going to be no rhyme or reason of how the pages are. Everything is not going to match. It's just going to be, you know, a lot of different things. It's just going to be a fun journal, something for me to practice on, and hope everyone enjoys the way I decorate it. And if I do something that maybe I could do a little bit easier or a different way, I enjoy having comments. Just, you know, everybody can put their perspective in. Everyone has their own, you know, ideas, and everybody's ideas make crafting good. It's just something that we can all share with each other. So let's get started. I have my little notes over here to the side so I can just kind of, you know, look at them a little bit. And I'm going to start off on this page here. We're going to do an envelope or an envelope pocket, whatever you want to call it. And I'm going to have a fold out in it. Let me see, and then we'll have some journal papers on it. So my envelope measures, when it's folded out, about 10 inches long, 7 1/4 inches wide with these things folded out. But we're going to glue these down. And then when it's folded shut, it's approximately 6 inches by 4 1/4 inches. So we're going to start out first by just gluing these little folded things down. I guess they're supposed to make the pocket a little bit easier to put stuff in, but we're not going to use it that way today. I'm just going to fold these down. And I'm just going to start off by inking my envelope a little bit. Just kind of ink the outside a little bit. Doesn't have to be anything too dark, or you can ink the way that you like it. I don't mind some stuff a little darker. Some stuff I just like to emphasize the outside of it a little bit. This is just all kind of fun and relaxing. Don't really have to do this because we're not going to see this. This is going to be glued down, but I'll just do the inside a little bit. Inside around here. Almost done with inking. And we'll just ink around this a little bit on the inside, just so it shows up a little bit better. Hopefully I don't have you zoomed in too close. Okay, now we'll set this aside for a minute. And this is our fold out. Now I already scored this because I didn't want to waste too much time on on the video, but this piece is 12 inches wide, 5.5 inches high, and I scored it at 1/2 inch, 4 inches, and 8 inches. And then what we're going to do, well, let me see. Let's ink this just a little bit also. I can just maybe fold it all up and ink the outsides. Just put a little color on it. We're going to be seeing the front and back both. Hope everyone's enjoying their day today. And what's everybody been making lately? Working in journals or other kinds of craft stuff? Now here, I kind of tore my paper with my, when I scored it. But just cover it up. Nobody will ever know the difference. Some paper is a little thinner than other papers. Some of these that I have, because they're older, of course they're a little thinner. And I'm just going to fold this back so we can put a little ink on this too. We'll be able to see this. And then I'll just fold this back, and then we'll be able to see this. Now, what I want to do is turn this, let me see, this is going to go on our envelope like this, and when we fold it out, we're going to have places to journal on the back. We just have some fancy things on the front. So I have some paper cut for the journaling part. I just thought this would be better, you know, to have it instead of just the plain background. So let me just ink these up real quick. Just started coffee dyeing some papers that I want to use in different things. This is the first that, you know, will be for me for coffee dyeing paper. So it's kind of exciting. Nothing too dark because, well, I'm not up for real dark stuff, but a little bit of color makes it look nice. I had this all set up before I coffee dyed, so I could have coffee dyed some of this stuff, but we'll just do it like this today, because the white in the pocket paper will match the inside of this also. Okay, now we're done with that. So, just going to put each one in its own thing, even though it's double-sided. Well, I could do these where they flip up, but I'm just going to glue them down. And I think that'll work. I think that'll work just fine also. So I'm just going to use glue stick. Figure if I only do like, you know, a couple smaller projects at a time, then I can do a couple pages. If for some reason I do something that, you know, might take a little bit more time, well, then I might just do one. Try to get these in the center. Maybe if I move this out of the way for a second, it'll lay down flatter. Working on some new ideas for new videos, different things that I want to make. I think I mentioned in, I don't know if it was the video when I talked about starting this journal or if it was a different one, but I want to do a black and white journal where it's just, you know, black background with white and black letters, or however it works out. And I'm getting stuff gathered up for that. So I want to start that shortly, and that's going to also be a journal, you know, that'll just be in progress. I just work on it separate days from this, and that'll make it fun also. Now this one over here, when we glue this in, this will just be folded in, so that'll just be part of that fold. So now, oh, you know what? I forgot to grab something. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Kind of had my pockets sitting over on the other stand, so I just had to grab them. So let me see. I don't know if I want to keep these square or if I'd like to round them. Well, maybe we'll just round the top of them. I'll just kind of do a medium round. It's non-directional paper, so it doesn't really know, or it doesn't really matter which way I cut them. Of course, that one didn't want to cut right. But then, you know, just trim that off a little bit. I'll stick that one there. And then we'll round this one. Sometimes I've noticed with lighter weight paper, a quarter rounder doesn't always want to cut real well. Sometimes I have to stick another piece of paper behind it. Now I just have to tell you, on this pocket here, well, I cut one of them too short, so, and I ran out of paper, so I had to kind of tape it together. But once it's on there, we will never know the difference. I could probably even, you know, put something on the front of it just to kind of hide that little part there. Let me see. Well, I need to cut this off a little flat, a little smaller. Let's see. I cut these pockets at, let me see, 3 inches by, yep, about 3 inches by 3 inches. guess that's not hard if you don't cut too much off of your pocket, huh? Just trim this off a little bit here. Guess that's how crafting goes. You just gotta go with the flow. Okay, now I'm only going to, and I left this one over this way just a little bit so it doesn't get caught in that flap for when we fold the fold out back. So I'm just going to glue the 3 sides. Maybe. My glue acts like it's stuck in there. And I just used it a little while ago. Let me unstick it. I'll be right back. Okay, generally I have a pin set in here, but I must have moved it. So now we'll glue down our 3 sides on our pockets. Well, there we go. Look at that. I thought I fixed it. Let's try this again. All right. That's better. Now I'll get these probably about as even as I can. Yeah, we have a little design there that we can follow. There. Just a little tiny bit on the bottom there I need to trim off. That's better. Now we'll put this one here. Or you know what? Well, I was going to, but I don't think that's going to work very well. I was going to just ink them a little bit. I don't think that looks very good. But, yeah, we'll just add a little color. Sometimes, I guess it's best to leave it alone if you didn't do it right the first time. But there we go, that's okay. And then I have these little tags. We have some kind of blue in there. We have these little tags that can go in these front pockets. See if we can find something that kind of goes with it. Well, we can do this one. And we can do this one. And let's see. Well, I think we'll do this. We'll put this one in the center. And then we'll put that over there, because I don't know, I guess I think that it has to look just right. And then while I was unclogging my glue tip, I found these little things here And I can put these over the front of these pockets. That'll just kind of mask that little boo-boo there. I'll just round the top corners with the small corner rounder. And then for these little tiny pockets, I'm just going to make pockets out of these also. I have something off to the side here we can probably stick in them. So, and I'm not going to, yeah, I guess I probably could. Just go ahead and put a little ink on. I wished I wouldn't have done that. But it's done, so it's okay. A happy crafter boo-boo. But the boo-boo on the end down here will be fixed anyway. Just put something on it to camouflage it a little bit. Okay, so now I'm just going to do the 3 sides on this. Try to get it in the center where it belongs. And these little tags in here, they can be punched out at the top. You can put a little ribbon or anything that you would like and help them to stand out a little bit more. Hopefully I'm getting these on straight enough. I had fun coming up with the ideas for today's 2 pages. Okay, now we have them. Now, here a while back I made these little dangly things. Hope you can see it. It's just 2 pieces of paper with a word and a button. And for right now, we can stick these in there. Just as a little example. This one says enjoyment, because we enjoy crafting. Probably a little later on, I'll stick something else in here. But we can just do this to see what it looks like finished. And this one says cheery. And they're real easy to make too. One of these days might be part of one of my ephemera videos. So I made them up in advance. I just have to be careful with the pins so I don't tear my pocket. So when these fold up, they're going to fold in like this. And then I'm going to put glue on here. I think I should take them buttons out. Can put them back in and show when we get done. I'm just going to fold this back. Now I'm going to use double-sided tape on this just to hold it a little bit better. More chance of it not coming off. Maybe what I ought to do, see, I'm doing all of this as I go. Well, most of it. Maybe I ought to just cut that at an angle. Cut this at an angle, and none of that'll show. Just pull this out. Put my double-sided tape down. Cut that off. Make sure it's sticking good. Let me see, it's going to give me problems here. See if I can work it off with my little tool here. Sometimes this stuff's a pain in the butt. There we go. But I like it when you need a little extra holding power. So I'm going to do this. You know what? I put it on the wrong side. That's what I did. So we'll tear it off. Hopefully it doesn't tear my paper. This could probably be embarrassing, huh? Anybody else done that? Put their tape on the wrong side. Probably be easier just to cut another piece of paper to go over top of this, because it's going to tear. Yep. If it did. Alright. Well, maybe we'll just ink over this a little bit. So I made my first mistake in my journal. That's okay. Maybe I'll just have to look and see if I have more of this paper left. It was supposed to fold back this way. If I have more of this paper left, I'm not sure if I do. Then later on I can cut another little piece and put over it. And seeing how I had a tape problem, I'll glue this down a little bit better. I'm just going to use glue. Because now I don't want to do that anymore. Till the next time. Alright, now let's fold this up like it's supposed to be. I'm going to glue it down on this edge. Now we glued these flaps down, so this could lay in between. So I'm just going to kind of even that out. And when we fold it back, we'll have our, are you seeing it all? We'll have our journaling paper. We can fold it up and see it from that side. We can fold it out from this side and see all of our little pockets. So we'll have extra journaling paper there. And that worked well. And I'll fix this. If I can find some more paper, I'll just cut another little piece of paper and put over it, and that'll be just fine. Okay, now that that's done, I'm going to take our page, and I'm just going, no wait a minute, I'm not done in there at all. I don't think I'm doing a very good job here today. I'm just kind of messing up as I go. I have to put my little pieces on here. Put my little pieces on here. Hope I'm giving everybody a good laugh. Could always start my video all over again, but unfortunately everything is glued down. Glued together and glued down, so I guess we just have to go with the flow. Okay, so put that on. I think I got this a little cockeyed, but I'm not moving it. We'll hope the next page goes a little bit better. Okay. Oops, turn it around, Terry, turn it around. Not gonna let this little project get me. Well, there we go. Now that's the inside. And that folds out. And that just looks really bad, but I'm gonna fix it. All right, now let's move on to the page. I want to just do a background stamp on the page, just so it's not just white. Put this over here. Put this over here before I forget what I'm supposed to be doing. This is just a stamp that has script on it. It's not real wide, so I'll have to do it just in spots. I have to go this way. Just to give the background a little something something. I like this script stamp. I think it's pretty. There's that. Just do a little bit. Catch this side. And we'll just do a little bit. And catch this side. And I'm not going to worry about right up top and right down below. Let me wipe my stamp off. There. And we can take these out. Cover this up. We're going to put this down this way on the page. And I'm just going to glue the back. I could leave this open for another pocket, but with it being right on that edge, I don't know if I want to do that. So I'm just going to glue the whole thing down. We'll have plenty of pockets and flips when we get done doing this journal. I don't want to make it too thick. Because then, you know, after you get everything in, then you have to add extra stuff to it, of course. Should have used my bottle with the bigger tip. Okay, let's flip this over. Put this right about here. And then to hold this shut, I'm just going to use a little bit of Velcro. These are self-stick, so that's good. So let me get about in the center. Let me turn the book around, make sure I'm getting it in the center. Stick that there. Flip it over. And I didn't get it in the center, but that's okay. I told you this was going to be a mismatched journal. All right, now at the top I just have Happy Crafter, and we're happy while we're doing this. I'm making everybody laugh. But that's okay. I'm just going to put it at a little bit of an angle. And I'm not sure, a little later on I could probably put something on the front of this just to dress it up a little bit, but if I don't, it's just fine. And I'm just going to put a couple of hearts on, one on each side of my words. Now, hopefully, this all gets easier as I go, because this was a real learning curve. And then when we fold it over, you can see the script through the back of that page too. So again, we'll just fold this one out. I'll just fold this out all the way, fold that out. And then we had these little things in the little pockets, but they're actually more of a dangle. Kind of afraid that I might tear my page. So I have these little things. You can, you know, just make little tiny narrow tickets put in there. And well, that's just a piece of paper, but for right now that can go in there and we can just see it finished. All right, so page 1. Now let's go on to the next one, and hopefully it works better. Okay, I'm going to go back to this page. We'll skip a few because I'm not going to do them in order. All I'm going to do on this page is just decorate it up a little bit. I have one of these little love labels that I had made. And then just, I'm going to use this little label as a pocket. I'm just going to ink this up a little bit. And I'm just going to leave the corners on this. I'm not going to round them or anything. I'm going to put the corner down, or the little pocket down here in the corner. So just 3 sides. Hopefully everybody's still in view. Okay, so we have butterflies there. We'll glue down this little label. This page here is just going to be fast. I'm not going to do anything to the background on this page. Just going to leave it as the graph paper, like the graph paper. I'm just going to put this at a little bit of an angle. And I have butterflies. I'm just going to add the butterflies to the paper. Make sure which ones I want here. Just kind of have them flying up to the label. Stick that right down there. And we'll just have that one kind of hugging that label a little bit. Then I have this little sticker, all things are possible if you believe. And I believe because I got through that first page. But even though this has got the sticky stuff on the back, I'm still going to stick it on. And this is just a Dollar Tree sticker. Really like it. They tend to get pretty good stuff in there. And then I just grabbed out a couple of these just to stick in the little pocket. And that works well. Then I'm just going to use my black fine Sharpie. Give these butterflies their little antennas. His will be a little short up here. He's kind of close to that label. Okay. Now, that's all done with that. So, 2 pages down. I hope everybody enjoyed my video today. I hope I gave everybody a laugh. Because, you know, I'm going to sit and laugh about it also. But, can't wait to see what we do next time. Not sure if I will do any more in this journal this week or if I'll do it again next week. But, when I do the title for it, it'll say Miss Mash Journal. So you'll know which journal is, or which video is which. And I really hope that you join me for all of my videos. And I would also ask that if you liked my video today, you just give me a thumbs up. And if you're not subscribed, I would ask that you subscribe to my channel also. Just trying to help get my channel to growing. And my daughter also has a YouTube channel, and hers is Papers Caffeine Life, and her name is Heather, and hope everyone stops over there to see what she's doing also. So I hope you all have a good day. Thanks for stopping by.